right, so we're about to hit 2023. So it begs the question, how necessary are gimbals these days? I don't think you need them. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I just want to preface by saying at the beginning of this video that this channel is going to be mostly geared towards helping young and new creators kind of come up and be better at filmmaking and trying to help you guys make some buying decisions on whether or not you need certain pieces of equipment or not. So in today's video, we're going to talk about gimbals and why I feel like they're not as necessary as they used to be back in the day. Let's get into it. All right, so I don't want you guys coming after me in the comment section thrashing me about how I feel about gimbals and whatnot. I do think gimbals are necessary for certain type of shots, but I do feel like a lot of the gimbal use is being overused in today's world. And here's some reasons why. Because I feel like when you're doing run and gun style type videos and you're flying on a gimbal, you're very limited in what you can shoot and create in terms of different type of camera angles and things like that, switching out different lenses. Because when you're using a gimbal, in order to keep that thing balanced, you have to have a particular setup to where your camera is going to remain balanced throughout your entire shoot, or you're just going to get crazy jitters or crazy kind of like camera movements when you're actually trying to handle that thing. For me, I'm more of a handheld shooter. I shoot 99% of the things that I create handheld or on a tripod. The only time I ever use a gimbal is when I'm shooting real estate, because obviously you kind of need a gimbal because you're constantly in motion as you're flying through the house and whatnot. But other than that, I don't really see the whole big use of a gimbal, especially when the image stabilization and a lot of these newer cameras are really, really good to a point where you can use handheld, and as long as you're having small and steady movements, you can get some pretty stable footage out of that. So that's just my opinion on the gimbal usage. Like I said, don't come at me in the comments. I know there's a lot of use case scenarios specifically for gimbal uses, but for me, like I said, I can handle 99% of the things that I shoot handheld, and I'm more of a static shooter anyways. I don't like a ton of camera movement in my shots. So for me, if I do want camera movement, it's just like a very particular thing, and it's pretty much short clips and things like that. Otherwise, I'm using a tripod handheld, or I have it rigged up to my Rhino slider, which I love using. I do use gimbals for Other than real estate. I have used gimbals for like my weddings and things like that, only for like I said, a certain amount of shots. If I'm getting like an establishing shot of the venue, or I'm getting like a slow parallel shot of the bride and groom of the couple or whatever. And that's pretty much it. I can't really see any other scenario where I would have to go and use a gimbal. And I'm one that always takes a gimbal with me on my shoots, and it just never gets used because like I said, I'd rather use handheld. So quick rant, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think about the whole handheld versus gimbal, and what you guys prefer. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. But if you are in the market and you do like to use gimbals, the DJI RS3 and the RS3 Pro are fantastic gimbals. I love these things. I love the fact that you can lock the axes just by pressing the power button, and it makes it really easy to tote around. This is the original Ronin, so as you can see, you can't really do much to lock it down. I have my girlfriend's hairnet to kind of just hold the axes in place so they don't fumble around everywhere. And I just love the functionality. It's super light. I'm a big fan of red. I love the red accent. And also being able to use the record buttons and not have it tethered to the camera. You can use those with Bluetooth. I don't know what took DJI so long to come up with that feature, but I absolutely love that feature. And everything about this gimbal is nice, but like I said, I just don't use it as much because I don't think I need it. So like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I would love to hear you guys' take on it. If I should be using gimbals more often, why should I be using them, why do you guys use them, and so on and so forth. So hit me up in the comments. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.